you cannot understand what a good financial system should be like and what is wrong with our financial system unless you appreciate the comprehensively innovative and entrepreneurial nature of the modern economy. And I think it is excluding these innovative features of the modern economy that in the theories of financial academics and the theories of regulators that has in some way underpinned the problems we face. So that's by way of background. As I think was advertised in the brochure, this talk is based on 2 books. My earlier book was the Venturesome Economy, and this is the just published book. I even have a copy. They're not available yet on the bookstores, but it does exist. So I'm going to provide you with a little look inside. This is simply a continuation of the top-down approach. It's sort of like communism failed because the Politburo was bad, let's have a better Politburo. Rather than, so till about 1980, there were no capital requirements for banks, no uniform capital requirements for US banks. The principal mode of control of a bank was bank examination of loan by loan by loan of what each bank did. And then at the end of it, the bank examiner would say, given what I've seen in your books, I think you should have this amount of capital. What happened after 1980 was that loan by loan by loan examination became impossible, or it began to capture a progressively smaller and smaller proportion of the activity that banks were taking. And the actual activities that banks were being exposed to involved risks that examiners simply could not handle. So people threw up their hands and said, let's adopt a top-down approach. Let us simply deal with this problem by having larger capital requirements, and let's have uniform capital requirements. It's almost as if we can no longer examine the brakes of cars, so let us mandate thicker airbags.